Back at it again. The morning session, a little back action, a little buys, little chicken thighs. Just in case you needed some motivation, we're at it again. As always, if you're checking this out, shout out to Replay Gang. Catch this later on. For those of you that actually join us again, shout out to you. Let's hope YouTube doesn't shut us down again. We can have a cohesive stream from beginning to end. I know it's early for a lot of people, even with the time difference to account for, but you just gotta do what makes sense for you. And then do it again. Feels a little off. All right, that's better. That's always the fun part in the morning. Just getting all your stuff together. All right. Another day. Let's get after it. I'm gonna screw the whole thing up. Not recording the workout. Can't tell you how many times I've done that. Halfway into the workout, never recorded with Apple Watch. That just means it didn't happen. Yeah, the goal is always just to string some good days together until it all becomes a habit. Morning, morning, morning. Shout out to the moderators. So, it's day 2. I'm mobile streaming this. I think my time tomorrow might be a little off if I can get to it, but you already know what to do. Get after it. So the goals of these are not to be 3-4 hour workouts. They're just to get it in consistently and then continue with productivity for the rest of your day. That's what I'm shooting for. And hopefully build something where people know, come to expect it, come to look for it, inspire themselves a little bit, and turn around and they're showing up by the pool in summer. Go on. All right, we'll work with this. Go with that. See if I could add a little stand over here. Too high, too high, too high. There we go. Now we're moving. All right, I like that better. So you guys are making it to the gym today. Let's know what you're working on. Or better yet, what are your goals for today? Shit, even what time you got up. Boom, 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 boom. Just a little bit every day. We'll get there.
Sometimes you gotta come and just rub some stuff out. Lower the weight, just hit it. You know, like throughout the years, there's always different styles of different ways of grouping the workouts, push, pull, bro splits. And I think what I had to remind myself a lot of. So, I wasn't going to be on stage. So some of these things that were extreme, they got results, but extreme usually means unsustainable, unhealthy. So after 2 decades of working out, you realize you got to do what works for you, what keeps you consistent. So when it comes down to consistency, somewhere I know I can excel. So I probably grew up stubborn, right? And just realized I do the same thing over and over again. Sometimes that translates into success, right? You see? Just gotta move. So that calisthenics, not stretching. I need to do that stretching. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it before work. Do it before work.
You got to remember, you got to do your pull-ups just in case that imaginary cliff. You got to pull yourself up. If you're new, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Trying to build a community. Community consistency? Is that merch? Whew. Morning Prime, my sister dearest, the first amongst us. Look at me getting in when you're getting it in. You know it's genetic triceps. Shout out to my sister who has been consistent in the gym, is getting the results from it. Something we all believed in and knew she could do it. You should set up your camera and do like a collaboration. But maybe not the bum cheek. Yeah. I was happy to help. Yeah, I know you're out there looking homeless. But I know you don't have to do that. You don't have to live like that. Nor do you have to smell homeless. Can't forget curls for the girls, right? So like I said yesterday, I think when I was honest with myself, that's just when consistency came. That's not really any different from today. When you adopt all these other reasons for what you're doing, it's not your own. You can pretend for a little bit, but eventually, you know, it's not enough to keep you showing up. So you just be real honest with yourself. Get your workout in, sis. This guy's in here. What you working out today? Or what do you need help being motivated in? I mean, there's only so much someone else can do for you, right? It's just show that's possible. I think that's what my siblings and I have always kind of done for each other. I want to do something that that other person is doing. So why can't I do it? And it's usually just that mindset. Just as simple as committing to something and say, all right, it's important enough to get it done. And we're moving. Everyone's favorite exercise, leg curls. This machine I always hope is broken, but I know I need to be on it. So how do you know? No one asked. The thing that you avoid, that's what you need. There we go. See, completely terrible, awful, worst feeling. And no, I don't go around breaking the machine. I just hope it's broken every time I get to it. Oh, sucks. Like I said, that's probably what you know you need to do more of. What sucks, what feels awful, until it doesn't. Like what? Yeah. But I think like most things, the buildup around it sucks more than the actual activity. There's a few more stuff I wanted to hit over there, but we don't want to put people on camera who didn't ask to be on camera. We don't want to be those type of people. So we'll just continue on with getting our steps. Trying to hit that 10,000 a day. Yeah. Like wall sits, which is hate because they were a punishment. Well, PTSD from childhood. But if you think about it, in terms of you started with us, it's just the top. It's almost the top of our You already finished most of your workout. You're already so much ahead of the curve. It's not funny. You just steamroll that productivity into the remainder of your day. By the time people are yawning, thinking about brushing their teeth, you already got one major obstacle over with. You've brushed your teeth, right? You've had your coffee and you're ready to go. And sometimes you want to be that person that, your friends and family could look towards and know that person is always going to be consistently getting it. Don't you want to run into your friends from high school or college and look at you and like, yeah, you kept it together, or you're even better than you were back then. Again, you could use vanity as a reason to keep it together. Whatever keeps you honest. So shout out to YouTube app for not crashing. Let's keep those fingers crossed. Everyone loves a glow up, especially when it's yours. You almost feel sorry for those people that peaked really early and that became their entire personality. Also, so we do pretty people a disservice like that. Also, on the part of the workout journey is getting a consistent measurement. And I know the trouble behind those. It's like anything, it's consistency. So say you weigh yourself every Friday or whatever day of the week. That's not important, right? Morning, that like button on your way in. But say you weigh yourself every morning or every Friday, and the scale's not moving the direction you think it should. You have to keep in mind what you ate the night before, how much sleep you got, your soul, all these things. Anyway, and the only real solution for that is data, like across the board. So instead of looking at it 1 week to 1 week and then getting frustrated or getting elated. You have to look at, like anything in science, more data points you have, the more consistency, the more honest a through line you can find. So, like most things, weight loss, weight gain, whatever you're doing, what are you working out for in the gym? It's not a consistent linear path down. So, people trying to get more data points try to weigh themselves every day, then you'll drive yourself crazy. And I'm saying you'll drive yourself crazy because I've tried that. Then I've tried every week, but until you get a very consistent schedule, you're going to need multiple weeks in order to see changes. Because sometimes nothing will change. Does that mean you revamp the entire program? Does it mean you get more stringent, cut more calories, move more? Or was this just an inconsistent blip? You don't know. So you got to look at things as trends. We're trending in this direction. That's what we want. We don't want to make rash decisions that make life kind of untenable. And then you got to remind yourself, it didn't take you a day or two to get out of shape. It's not going to take you a day or two to get back in shape, or a shape you've never had. The other really important factor is to remember you're not these photoshopped, airbrushed people in magazines and Instagram. You should have an idea of what you look like in the beginning, what you look like on your way, and then when you, I'm going to say get there, but change your lifestyle. It's one of those funny things. Beginning of the year, you expect places to be crowded, but here it was empty for hours. Now people are starting to stream in. So if you've been consistently on your grind already, shout out to you. Right now, since my sister's being so consistent, which I can't let her beat me. Don't tell her that. She might watch this later, but yeah. And if you're out there going to be consistent, I'm going to make sure you can't beat me either. I got to get after it. Yeah. It's definitely a mental thing. But when you consider who's in control of that, right? I'm not going to let that little voice that says, chill, be lazy. You can let him win, right? He ain't better than me. He ain't better than you. Or she, depending on what that voice is for you. You consider it, you're going to let yourself beat you? Who authorized that? Not me. So we get it in. Sometimes the hardest thing is just getting that foot out of the bed, standing up. That's it. Alarm goes off. Don't worry about it. Don't grab it. Don't open up Instagram. Well, open up YouTube and find my channel. Do that. 'Cause, 9 times out of 10, there'll be something new, content-wise, that you get, or I'm up trying to do something new. You need a little inspiration. You can always lean on that. Ooh, yeah. There you go. Well, congrats on the pregnancy or the baby if you had it. We appreciate mothers over here. Yeah, if you need motivation, inspiration, we'll be after it. Right? Some form or another, we'll be after it. There's consistency on the channel with videos, lives, weekly live, creating other content for you to enjoy, to peruse, build something, and then just like getting in shape, we'll all be able to check back in and see where we are in a couple of months, see how things are going, things are shaped up. Of course. We had a little cooking thing yesterday. You see the post, the results of that in the post I put on the page. I'm probably going to make a dedicated Instagram for the channel. Just flood a little corner of the internet with content. And keep a personalized one somewhere off to the side. I spent some time yesterday trying to workshop different Instagram, usernames to see what fits, but I think it's just repurpose an old one. Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, I tried that, and some other Nigerian probably already had it. Shamline. Um, the other one I like is Mrsochimaeze is King. I'll probably repurpose that one for the channel. I just kind of like the name. I really like the name. Then I'm going to purge what I have now, revamp that one. Basically, sign myself a lot of work. But have this idea and aesthetic in my head, especially now that Meta is changing how they want, uh, how they're going to push content on Instagram. I think they said in an interview they're done with the polished, the ultra refined. They want more authenticity. They're pushing more reels. I think that short form content, you know, that 0 to 3 minutes is what they want. And anything really edited in apps or in their edit, they also want to push. So since we create content like that regularly, there's no reason why I'm also not shifting that over there. And then it gives a reason, an opportunity to sort of, when I create my own videos, my own thoughts, and then chop those up, I can do like 3 reels, like think of it as a row, like that. I can break that up. Yeah. It's like 3, then another 3 type of content, then another 3, consistent like that. And I think once you drop 12 reels a month, in terms of consistency, they consider you like a higher tier volume-wise user. More than that, 18 or 24, is they're prioritizing what they're going to push out. But if you drop down, say you were posting 18 times a month and then drop down, they'll drop down your place. So it's finding what you're going to be consistent at and it's holding to that. So on one hand, it kind of forces you to make more content, to be more useful with your content. On the other hand, I can see that leading to burnout fairly quickly. So we're going to create this space, this community where consistency is king, right? Even in the beginning when it doesn't seem like it, you just put your head down and do your thing. And then in a couple of months, you let the results show for itself. That's what we're going to be about over here. No beefing with anyone else except imaginary enemies. Really simple. Get in quick, concise, efficient, and hope we inspire some people on the way.